Hey everybody, this is Brett, and tonight I would like to read to you from the original Course in Miracles book. And it's really incredible. It's deep, and sometimes it's a bit hard to understand, but oftentimes it's so very intellectual, and it will make you kind of go, and think about things differently than you have ever thought about them before. Check it out. Let's read this. I'll try and read it slow so that you can understand it. God, who encompasses all being, nevertheless created beings who have everything individually, but who want to share it to increase their joy. Nothing that is real can be increased except by sharing. That is why God Himself created you. Divine abstraction takes joy in application, and that is what creation means. How, what, and to whom are irrelevant, because real creation gives everything, since it can create only like itself. Remember that in being there is no difference between having and being, as there is in existence. In the state of being, the mind gives everything always. The Bible repeatedly states that you should praise God. This hardly means that you should tell Him how wonderful He is. He has no ego with which to accept such thanks, and no perception with which to judge such offerings. But unless you take your part in the creation, His joy is not complete, because yours is incomplete. And this He does know. He knows it in His own being, and its experience of His Son's experience. The constant going out of His love is blocked when His channels are closed, and He is lonely when the minds He created do not communicate fully with Him. God has kept your kingdom for you, but He cannot share His joy with you, and you know it with your whole mind. Even revelation is not enough, because it is a communication from God. It is not enough until it is shared. God does not need revelation returned to Him, which would clearly be impossible. But He does want revelation brought to others. This cannot be done with the actual revelation, because its content cannot be expressed, and it is intensely personal to the mind which receives it. It can, however, still be returned by that mind through its attitudes to other minds, which the knowledge from the revelation brings. God is praised whenever any mind learns to be wholly helpful. This is impossible without being wholly harmless, because the two beliefs coexist. The truly helpful are invulnerable because they are not protecting their egos, so that nothing can hurt them. Their helplessness is their praise of God, and He will return their praise of Him, because they are like Him, and they can rejoice together. God goes out to them and through them. And there is great joy throughout the kingdom. Every mind that is changed adds to this joy with its own individual willingness to share in it. The truly helpful are God's miracle workers, whom I direct until we are all united in the joy of the kingdom. I will direct you to whatever you can be truly helpful, and to whatever you can follow, to whoever can follow my guidance through you. Every mind which is split needs rehabilitation. The medical orientation to rehabilitation emphasizes the body, while the vocational orientation stresses the ego. The team approach generally leads more to confusion than anything else because it is too often misused as a way of exerting the ego's domination. Over other egos. Rather than as a real experiment in the cooperation of the minds. Rehabilitation is an improvement over the overt neglect of those in need of help, but it is often little more than a painful attempt on the part of the halt to lead the blind. The ego is likely to fear broken bodies because it cannot tolerate them. The ego cannot tolerate ego weakness either without ambivalence because it is afraid of its own weakness as well as the weakness of its chosen home. When it is threatened, the ego blocks your natural impulse to help, placing you under the strain of divided will. You may then be tempted to withdraw to allow your ego to recover and to gain enough strength to be helpful again on a basis limited enough not to threaten your ego, but too limited to give you joy. Those with broken bodies are often looked down on by the ego because of its belief that nothing but a perfect body is worthy of its own temple. Let's read that one again. Those with broken bodies are often looked down on by the ego because of its belief that nothing but a perfect body is worthy of its own temple. A mind that recoils from a hurt body is in great need of rehabilitation itself. All symptoms of hurt need true helpfulness, and whenever they are met with this, the mind that so meets them heals itself. Rehabilitation is an attitude of praising God as He Himself knows praise. He offers praise to you, and you must offer it to others. The chief handicaps of the clinicians lie in their attitudes to those whom their egos perceive as weakened and damaged. By these revelations, they have weakened and damaged their own helpfulness, and have thus set their own control or its need to avoid and withdraw. You can do much on behalf of your own rehabilitation and that of others if in a situation calling you think of it this way: I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent Christ who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, because He who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever He wishes, knowing He goes there with me. I will be healed as I let Him teach me to heal. Okay. I'm up to chapter 5. Healing and wholeness. Wow, that's my chapter, huh? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that and got something great out of it. And once again, Happy New Year to everybody. Be well. Bye-bye.